York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. We are the New York Knicks. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go.
What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video is going to drop, hit the notification bell. Portland Trail Blazers coming into the Garden. The Knicks are the favorite to win this team, and that's what scared me. Whenever the Knicks are the favorite, it usually doesn't work out for them. We're coming off a good victory, a revenge victory, a good road trip, 3-2, a road trip that the Knicks could have easily came back 1-4. 1-4, and pass 0-5. Let's be honest. But I have to give credit to Tibbs. I have been getting down on Tibbs. I still do not like the style of the defense he's playing, but he made some adjustments roster wise, and it paid off. Quentin Grimes got to start the last game, and I think we will see that throughout the regular season unless Quentin Grimes get hurt or he just and I doubt it. He just start having a bad game. I think Quentin Grimes, what he can't do on offense, he will make up on defense. And for some nights that he can't do on offense, he will. I just repeat myself. What he can't do on defense, that he will make on offense. He will make up on offense. But we're going to go over to Portland real quick because Portland is a team. If you ask me, the Knicks in Portland, they're like a mirror. Even though the Knicks have a higher standing, you got to understand the Portland play out in the West. The West have a lot of great teams. And for speaking of great teams, I don't think the East is that stacked this year. I give it 4 dominant teams, 3 real dominant teams, and that would be the real 3 dominant teams in my book would be Milwaukee Bucks, Celtics, and who else can I say? Indiana is looking pretty good, but Cleveland is really shocking a lot of people. So the Bulls is right around there. The East right now is falling back into what it used to be in the 80s. You got a couple of good teams, but the rest is just mediocre. And the Knicks fit right there in that mediocre department. We're not going to be in the lottery. I doubt the Knicks going to be in the lottery. I think and I hope we will make the playoffs unless we have a crazy meltdown because the Knicks have the talent. The Knicks have the talent. And like I said, I'm always complaining about the defense, and that's what really hurt the New York Knicks is the defense and our superstars making bad choices. If Randall was to stop trying to be Kobe Bryant or Reggie Miller taking deep threes and 18-footers and just start going into the paint, posting up smaller players or even players his size because he is a strong guy and he do have a canny act of making shots. I mean, he makes some incredible shots sometimes. He just got to get down in the paint and start bullying guys for the New York Knicks to be a real good team because when he do that, it's going to open up the perimeter for everybody else. RJ Barrett, as we know, he's been hitting his threes lately as of the last 2 games. He did start the season off shaky, but like we know, RJ Barrett, he comes on strong throughout the season. So I'm glad that he's starting to come over now, and I'm hoping that he doesn't have a relapse and fall back. I just hope, like, you know, how he finished the season strong, that he just keep going, just like a jet. Once he take off, I know the jet got to land, but get right back up. And there won't be no crash landings, you know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the 2 players on this team. First, I'm going to hit you up with the injury list, and then I want to talk about the 2 important players on this team that should make a difference for the New York Knicks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Out on the injury list is my man Damian Lillard, Eubanks, Mitchell Robinson's a game-time decision with the knee. So we will see. Excuse me right there. I don't know why that didn't come up there. Like I said, I'll be doing my own producing. Yeah, like I said, Dame out, Eubanks, Mitchell Robinson a game-time decision. Eubanks is also a game-time decision. Cam Reddish is a game-time decision. Derrick Rose is also a game-time decision. And with that being said, because it's who want to start, Cam or Grimes? Reddish or Grimes? Up there, you see the 2 players. Well, I didn't get to the 2 players yet. I'm looking at something totally different. I apologize. But like, yeah, I want to know who is going to start. If Reddish come back, it would make sense for Reddish to sit on the bench because he's coming from an injury. But let's say 2 more games down the line, who's going to be in that starting line? Will it be Grimes? Will it be Reddish? I mean, it's a good problem to have because Reddish have been playing well, especially on defense. That's what I really like on defense. He's been one of the solid players, one of the best New York Knicks on defense so far. And Grimes, I don't mind seeing both of them on the floor back up, especially if R.J. Barrett's having a bad night. Slide Grimes into that shooting guard position. Can Reddish go small for it? That could work. But let's jump over to the 2 star players who we're going to have to watch out the most for in this game. And that's going to be my man, Jalen Brunson. And it's surprising to say this, but Anthony Simons.
I'm
going to tell you a story. And I know it's like I'm going off track, but Anthony Simons is a player, and players like Anthony Simons would make me want to get rid of Coach Tom Thibodeau because Tibbs don't know how to develop talent. But let me just get to my story. The reason I like this player so much and I know there's a few of y'all who play 2K, and ever since 2K changed the way they play with the New York Knicks, New York Knicks always in the tier 3, 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tier. You can't always pick the New York Knicks. I used to just pick the Knicks straight out. I would play with no other team, just the Knicks, and I like it because no matter how bad the Knicks are, once you play with that team and get used to the pressure of shooting, it becomes a good team. I'm hitting threes with guys like, let's just say, for example, Mitchell Robinson, but you know what I mean. But I started playing with Portland when I went to the tier 2, and this is why I fell in love with this kid because the skill set. I know it's a game, but you know they try to copy the attributes and give it to him in the game. And I seen what he had, so I know what the NBA. I was starting in my mind. I was predicting, and this kid is turning out to be something special. He's averaging 22.8 points a game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 0.2 blocks a game. And I know he's been in the league for a while now, maybe 4 or 5 years, if I'm exact. But I like this kid. With him going up against Bronson, but he's going to be the leading scorer on the team, first of all, with Damian out. But we're going to have to, another reason. All right, let's just talk about the matchups for a second. Let's get to the matchups, and I'm all over the place. But like once again, happy Thanksgiving. But I really do like Anthony Simons, but I don't really think he's enough to derail the New York Knicks. It's the supporting cast, the Sharps, the Wardens, Nurkic. You got players on this team that, as we all know, that the Knicks seem to let other players step up, no-name players or 3rd or 4th year, 2nd year players to start having good games. And there's a couple of guys on the Portland that if the New York Knicks do not play defense and keep with the bullshit of dropping the defenders all back in the paint, we could lose this game. I don't care how much we are favored. I'm gonna go to the money line and we can see just how much the Knicks are favored. I know for my betting people out there, y'all can see that money line one time. Y'all see it right there. And I'm gonna be honest, like I said, if the Knicks don't play defense the way they're supposed to play defense in the Tibbs system, but it's not the way they're supposed to. It's just I don't think we have the personnel to play the style of defense that Tibbs wants to play. Because the games that we do win is usually because the teams are having bad shooting nights. And I'm not saying that the Knicks are not playing defense, but we have a couple of players that are playing defense, but we do see opposing teams missing open shots. And them usually be the games that the New York Knicks run away with. But when the team come in and everybody, like, you know, once how that flow go, he hit a 3, then he hit a 3, then he hit a 3, and everybody start feeling it, the Knicks lose them games. It get downright drastic for the New York Knicks. And the reason why, and I'm going to say it again, the defense. You can't be dropping that many defenders back in the paint, in the post or whatever. And that's what Tibbs do. He like to crowd that paint. He don't want nobody to beat us on layups. But nobody's really taking layups anymore. Everything is a deep 3. You know what I'm saying? Or a dunk. I'm exaggerating on layups, but you know what I mean. Let's go over to the stats real quick. All right, when it comes to points per game, the New York Knicks are 14th. We scoring 113 points a game, whereas the Blazers are scoring 109. They rank 24th. But the thing about that, they also shooting field goal percentages 46, whereas the New York Knicks is 45. And that's how teams usually hurt the New York Knicks, especially teams with a better shooting percentage because of the defense. I hate to keep going back to the same thing and sound like a broken record because we run a lot of traps and double teams. A lot of teams beat us with ball motions, the 1-3-1-3, 1-3-1. It's just a lot of plays that can beat that type of defensive style. And Portland had the players that can do. Like, I can go over to their stats, but they have the players that can do it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to three-pointers, they're actually 15th. They're averaging 12 threes a game, where the Knicks is averaging 10. We're 24th in the league. Percentages, they're 38, where the New York Knicks is 31. Free throw percentage, the Blazers are shooting 77.7. The Knicks are nice 79.8. I mean, we could be better as a team. That all falls on R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle. If you want to be honest, they haven't been missing three-pointers in crucial times of the game. When it comes, let's go over to the rebound real quick. When it comes to rebounding, the Knicks are third in the league with 46.2 a game, whereas the Blazers is 42. When it comes offensive rebound, the Knicks is offensive rebound 5th in the league. Assists, the Knicks is 22nd tied. Actually, they both tied 22nd when it comes to assists. We have assist rating number 1. That's funny. One wouldn't think, hold on, let me just check. I got to look at these stats really well. Yeah, the Knicks are number 1. We're tied for number 1 in assist percentage, not assists, but percentage. That means whenever we make a shot, that it usually go in. When it comes to steals, the Knicks are 14th with 7.4 steals a game. The Blazers are tied at 22nd with 7.1. Turnovers, the New York Knicks are 7th with 13.4 turnovers a game. They average 15.1 turnovers a game, and the Knicks going to have to take advantage of that. They're really going to have to take advantage of that. Effective field goal percentage. I mean, the Knicks going to have to do what they have to do, and hopefully we come out with this victory. And I know everybody want to get back to the meals, and I'm going to say thank you again for taking the time out to watch this video on a holiday. I really do appreciate it. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay blessed. God bless. I meant to say, stay healthy and peace. Yeah, I had a little drink or two. Happy holidays.